Now, we already know Sam Bankman-Fried is a screw up. Let's keep it a stack. He is the screw up of the year. Not only did he lose the regular man's money, but he messed around and lost a lot of rich people's money, and that's why you know they're down his throats. Now, as we know, we've been covering a lot about FTX, his arrest in the Bahamas and everything like this. But I'm seeing an article here about how he took $8 billion from, yes, billion with a B, big B's, people. So how he took $8 billion from the customers. So I really want us to look at this so maybe we can start seeing what they're really accusing him for, kind of, get a closer look into some of the, bad that was going on within his company. So like, comment, subscribe. You already know I'm trying to hit 500 by Christmas. Help me, help you. Bless a brother. Let's not hold up, so let's get straight into the article. Okay, so it says how Sam Bankman-Fried swindled $8 billion in customer money according to federal prosecutors. So hopefully we'll get to see a little bit, of what they're really charging this man for and what kind of evidence they have and things like that. Now, it says before his surprise Monday night arrest, I'm sure he was surprised while he was drinking his Mai Tai on the beach. Sam Bankman-Fried had apologized for everything he could think of to anyone and everyone who would listen. Yeah, he was going wherever trying to save his butt. Now, in a leaked draft of his aborted House testimony, he wrote that he was truly for his entire adult life sad. He effed up, he tweeted and wrote and said. He did. Now, excuse me. He told Bahamas regulators he was deeply sorry for ending up in this position. But when Bankman-Fried was escorted out of his penthouse apartment, and we also have a video about how much money they paid on properties using customer money, pretty much, and living in these extravagant places and buying up all these expensive buildings. So don't feel too bad about him as he was escorted out of that penthouse. I think it was something like they spent almost like 300 million or something on real estate in the Bahamas just on living and having a space to work. Now, it still wasn't clear what he was apologizing for, having stridently denied committing fraud to CNBC's Andrew Ross Sorkin, ABC News' George Stephanopoulos, and across Twitter for weeks. But the day after his arrest, federal prosecutors and regulators unsealed dozens of pages in filings, ooh, that's not good for him, that accused Bankman-Fried of not just having perpetrated a fraud, but have done so from the start, according to a filing from the SEC. Not looking good for bruh, not looking good for him at all. Far from having effed up, SEC and Commodities Future Trading Commission regulators, alongside federal prosecutors from the United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, alleged that Bankman-Fried was at the heart, indeed the driver, of one of the biggest financial frauds in American history. These are strong statements, you know what I'm saying? These are strong statements, and when this man's dealing with some possible prison time, let's keep it real. If you're one of the biggest financial frauds in American history, you should be going to jail for life, prison for life. We've seen people go to jail for a lot less, but I'm not saying that he should go to jail. He's innocent until proven guilty, but it's not a good look when the SEC is saying something like that about you. Now it says the allegations against Bankman-Fried were assembled with stunning speed, but offer insight into one of the highest profile fraud prosecutions since Enron. Now it goes a little bit into the history of it. He founded his crypto hedge fund, Alameda Research, in November 2017, renting out office space in Berkeley, California. The scion of the two Stanford law professors, Bankman-Fried had graduated from MIT, worked at the prestigious quantitative trading firm Jane Street Capital. I didn't know he worked at a trading firm, and had broken into cryptocurrencies with a MIT classmate, Gary Wang. I wonder how Gary Wang is doing right now. I feel like Gary Wang's probably not doing too well, Alameda Research was essentially an arbitrage shop, purchasing Bitcoin at a lower price from one exchange and selling it at a higher price on another. Price differences in South Korea versus the rest of the world allowed Bankman-Fried and Wang to profit tremendously from what was nicknamed the kimchi swap. I always say this is kind of interesting to me. Obviously I knew that you could trade Bitcoin, you could buy it at a lower price, and then wait till it, possibly gets to, a higher price, obviously just trading Bitcoin. But I didn't know you could almost like foreign exchange Bitcoin. It sounds like they were almost doing it instantly, as like it was just more expensive in China. I'm not sure if that had to do with the location, minting, regulation, as to why there was such a spread between, the US and China. Normally with currency there isn't really too much of a transaction spread, and anything like that. But that is an interesting way, and it's good to look into his history. I had no idea that he was working at a firm before this, a trading firm. So he has had experience, in the markets and doing these kind of things. But I guess he broke into cryptocurrency, and as we all know, it did not work out well. Now, in April 2019, Bankman-fried and Wang, along with UC Berkeley graduate Nisad Sheen, I might have said that wrong, founded FTX.com, an international cryptocurrency exchange that offered customers innovative trading features, a responsive platform, and a reliable experience. At first, federal regulators at the CFTC said that just a month after founding FTX.com, Bankman-fried, unbeknownst to all but a small circle of insiders, interesting, GUC, was leveraging customer assets, specifically customers' personal cryptocurrency deposits, for Alameda's own bets. And you can't do that. You got to have a 1-to-1 ratio. If a customer puts $1 in, you got to have $1 for when that customer needs to get their money. You can't take that dollar and go invest it. Now, rehypothecation is a term for when businesses legally use customer assets to speculate and invest. As you guys know, hedge funds do this every day. They take customer money, they invest it to grow it, and then, they give you a little bit of their earnings. Banks do this with your money too. Now, but Bankman-fried didn't have permission from customers to gamble with their funds. FTX's own terms of use specifically forbade him or Alameda from using customer money for anything unless the customer allowed it. And if he's doing this, yeah, he's definitely breaking the law. And from FTX's inspection, there was a lot of customer money. The CFTC cited 2019 reports from FTX, which pegged the futures volume alone as much as exceeding 1 million every day. Jeez. So their futures volume, and futures alone, they were trading with about $100 million every day. That's a lot of money, especially considering they weren't legally able to use it. Now, using customer money for Alameda's bets constituted fraud, the CFTC alleges. In the Southern District of New York, where Bankman-fried was indicted by grand jury, Bankman-fried faces criminal charges as well. From the very genesis of FTX, regulators allege Bankman-fried was using customer funds to bankroll his speculative investments. It is a swift fall from grace from the one-time king of crypto. Yeah, everybody loved Bankman-fried. He was giving money, He was giving it out to the homeless, giving it out to the poor, to your mama, your grandma, your baby moms, He was, helping out the Democratic Party. Apparently, he was helping out the Republican Party too, just not directly. He was more so giving to, to little industries, that would be supported by the Republican Party, as opposed to giving it directly to the Republican Party like he did with the Democratic Party. But I did hear that he did give to that side too as well. Now it says, now Bankman-fried heads to a Bahamian court on Monday to surrender himself to the U.S. extradition process. According to a person familiar with the matter, a criminal trial awaits him once he's back on U.S. soil. Attorneys for Bankman-fried and attorneys for his former companies did not immediately return requests for comments. A representative for Bankman-fried declined to comment. Yeah, so it's definitely not looking good for our boy at all. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you guys think Bankman-fried really was just ignorant and stupid? Or like they said here, and the SEC is saying, he knew completely what he was doing. He knew they were using customer money. He knew they were using it in an unlawful type of way. And he was just out here trying to get to his bag, no matter who possibly had to be at harm. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you think about the whole situation. Let me know how much time you think he's gonna get. You think he's gonna get off scot-free, you know what I'm saying, like with a little rich man slap on the wrist, and just maybe get some probation or be on house arrest for a few years, 10 years or something like that? Or you think they're really gonna use this man as a cryptocurrency example and put him away for like 30 years to life or something crazy like that? Let me know what you think. Also, like, comment, subscribe, all of that if you enjoyed the video. As you guys know, I'm gonna be putting out way more, so stay tuned for that. and I'm eating spicy wings at 500 subscribers. So you guys look out for that. All right, you guys have a great day and be blessed.